Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 12 of the Need for Speed Heat series, and we are going into the night with the incredible but let's just say hard to handle Jag. I don't think the audio picked that up, but I said it's a Jag. But now, what we are going to do is go into a little race here, which will take us somewhat close to the city, and it will give us quite a lot of rep as well. Which is always good, because what we're doing is we are actually going for rep level 30, which is the required rep level to beat the game. So we need the rep level to get to that, which we will... and we'll beat the game next episode. But what we'll do now is just get the rep for it, earn extra parts on the way, all of that jazz. And by the way, the next episode won't be the last episode. Yes, we are beating the game, but let me make this clear that this is not going to be the last episode. We're gonna have maybe 2 or 3 more after, because we still have to finish the off-road, and there'll be more Dex missions as well that we'd have to complete. So the next episode after this will not be the last episode. Let me just clarify that. But enough of that. Let's get into this now. The Jaguar is handling decently. I have to say, we're not in first, we're in third. And what I like about this is the Jaguar is so hard to handle that it is giving me a proper challenge with beating these AI. And I think it's good that I've got that, which will give me more of a challenge, like me hitting a van and things like that. That wouldn't happen in like the Skyline, for example, which I really liked. And even the Mazda was amazing. Like, if I upgraded it to this sort of level, I can't imagine how good it would drive. But 80% through, and we're still not in first place. Second place isn't too far ahead of us, only 100 yards, but we do need to gain that on him. But we do have a straight coming up, so maybe there is opportunity. And we are going, and 500 yards remaining. It's going to be a drag race to the line, and somehow we do get second place. I don't even know how that's even happened. As you see, my lovely editing skills there, which are awful, by the way, just letting you know. But now, cutting along to the next race. Hopefully this race can push us over to about heat level 3. That would be ideal. And if we can do that, we will have unlocked the high heat race, which is obviously very beneficial if you've watched the other episodes. They really help with money, because you don't always... because the thing is, with this series, I'm not really grinding in the day. I've done it a bit in the early episodes and a little bit off camera too, but only once. So it really shows that you don't need to grind in the day to beat this game, or to be good at the game. It's more just night races and missions, and Dex missions also help with money as well. But it's just things like that that just add up to get money, basically, because rep is very important in this game. It is more important than money, and I mean, to a certain extent, but rep is mostly more important than money. That's why I've been in the night more than the day. But we've been getting the cops quite a fair bit this race, and they are kind of annoying because they are holding me up quite a fair bit. But we do get into second place and first place just then, so maybe it's not as bad. I hope we can keep this consistency, as we already have built a gap and lost the police. So that's really, really nice. And going into the fastest bit of the track, I do mess up there. That was quite annoying. And I hope we can mitigate those errors later. But speaking of later, pretty much 80% through the race now. And we're just cruising now. Second place can't catch up. The Jag is really showing its dominance, as I nearly missed the checkpoint here. And that was a close call. I was panicking quite a bit there. I just wasn't focusing and just nearly completely went into the wrong lane. Thankfully we don't. Drifting is lovely around that car. And 500 yards remaining. And across the line. So not as much rep. Definitely not as much rep. But we go into the other race and we're just getting there now. And if you see on the minimap, we actually have the cop on us. I didn't think he could see me from there, but apparently he can. So we're just going to have to go around the block and lose him. Which we do successfully, thankfully. And we'll just do this race here, Plasma. Because that was, well, the nearest race. And again, it won't give you that much rep, but every little bit counts to our goal to get to rep level 30 at least. So, also, just another thing I wanted to mention, the Jag is going to struggle, I reckon, in this race. I mean, maybe not. I can't even remember how well we do. But this race is a lot of like high speed corners and things like that, which doesn't suit the Jag at all. But you might be thinking, because I'm speaking so negatively about it, that I'm going to get rid of it. And I most likely will get rid of it, but I want to beat the game in this Jag, because I know it drives horribly and it is just really a pain, but it is a Jag. Like, it is a Jaguar F-Type. I can't just not beat the game with it. So we will beat the game with this car, but for future episodes, because there will be future episodes, I am going to buy a car and I'm gonna make it even crazier than this Jag. You watch the next car I'm gonna get, because it is going to be absolutely mental. And I don't think any of you will believe your eyes when you see this thing. Like, when I tell you the car's gonna be mental, it's going to be mental. But now, 70% in, we did have the cops on us for a brief moment, but because we're just the Speedy Mamba G, we escaped them without issues. I mean, well, without issues. We nearly totaled the car. We nearly turned it into a pancake. And that's really bad. But the good part is that there was a gas station right there. But it has used one of our repairs. So, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than being turned into a medium rare steak. As we take that corner, lovely. That was That was really nice, surprisingly. But going into this little section for the last time, 500 yards remaining, as I look into the map for some reason. Anyway, across the line. Again, less rep than before, but it does get us closer to heat level 3, at which we are very close, in fact. And the heat 3 race is right there. So what we're going to do is go through this speed trap that is just up the road, but we do get the cops on us. But he hasn't seen us. He knows we're there, but he can't catch up. So we get the speed trap, we get to heat level 3, and we do escape that cop there, which is really, really good. So now we've unlocked the high heat race, and we're gonna go to it straight away. So that's amazing, because now we can just do this high heat race, and we'll do some other races and get to that rep level 30. But also another thing, I want to get to maybe heat level 4, because heat level 4 we haven't really gone into. I don't know if we have actually gone into heat level 4 in this series. We might have for a brief amount of time, but I don't think we've had a police chase which is heat level 4. So I think it will be cool if we could do that, because we haven't really gone into those higher heat levels. We've just been banking it at heat level 3 really, because our car was slow, because we weren't really upgrading. But now that our car has been upgraded, we will go into those higher heat levels, as we do get the cops on us.
Everyone's still awake? Good. Picked up our chase from the previous suspect. Get in there.
So we need to escape these baboons fast, because hopefully... Oh my god, that is absolutely awful driving. Anyway, focusing on the cops, I want to escape them because I don't really want to have the cops on us after the race. Because having the cops on us after the race means that we'll have to lose them, and we can't just keep doing races and earning more rep. As we do escape them, but we are only in 6th place. So it's been a shocker for me. And hopefully we could get P5, but I don't think that is possible. But maybe I can surprise myself. We'll see. But, I mean, he is right there. Maybe I could get him, you know. 93%. As we just get him. And 500 yards remaining. And we do cross the line in P5. But we get the cops on us again. But thankfully, because we're going 170 miles an hour, we've lost them straight away. That's really, really good. Because I did not want them on us after that race. But now, going into this next race, nearly 10,000 rep. And it's the race that I keep saying is amazing. It's called Ring Racer. It's really, really good. And it's such a good way to get rep, because it's so like quick, and you just get so much rep, and it takes you to Rockville, which is, there's another sort of race there. Not as many races there, but there is still a race there, so it is worth it. As off the line, we don't do too well, but hopefully we can make up more positions, as we will do. Go flying, literally, into 2nd place, and then overtaking 1st place in the same corner. So we're already into first place. Nice. And we just need to hold it. And then we'll be absolutely fine. 10k rep bags. And we are on rep level 26, if you can see on the top of your screen, if I can speak the English. We are rep level 26 right now because the next level is rep level 27. As we do get the cops on us again for the 10 billionth time. But hopefully we can climb the heat levels, because I think that's what we're going to need if we want to get to rep level 30, because we are quite far away from that. So the higher rep level will definitely help us. I mean, heat level. The higher heat level will definitely help us. So, fast forwarding on towards the sort of end of the race it will be, as we do clean little drift. But now 90% of the way through, and we are in Rockville, and there is another race that is very, very close to here. So we'll just finish this race. We won't retry it, and we'll just do that one. And that'll take us, I think, somewhere towards the middle of the map. I may be wrong on that, but let's just see. Let's just see where it takes us. So then from there, we can sort of plan our sort of route that we're going to take. So we go into here and we start up this race. So hopefully we won't have to do many more races than this, because doing the races is good, but we really need to get to this rep level, and the only way we could do that is by getting in police chases and upping our heat. So that's going to be the plan, and hopefully this race will go just fine. But the thing is, I'll give you a little spoiler alert. This race is going to go awful. And you're going to see this. It's a real weakness of the Jaguar. And it's just the fact that it can't turn. You can see my damage is critical, because I went into a ramp, actually, during this race, and it took away all my health. So that's just amazing. As we smash into another car, we're literally dead last. So I wasn't lying when we said this is going to be a bad race. This race has gone absolutely awful. And some people have already finished the race, and I'm not even 500 yards yet. I mean, now I am, but hit that big ambulance van, whatever it is, and we finished dead last. Not even 3,000 rep. But now we repair, and we're going to go to another race that takes us somewhat into the city. So that'll be good, because there's obviously more races in the city and more ways to get reps. So that is pretty perfect. And we'll just do this race pretty calmly and hopefully win, because I haven't really been doing that all that much. So let's change that and actually win. Please, we need the rep. We really, really need the rep. So hopefully we actually can win, because, well, we do need it quite badly. As we go into this race, and I know this race has a big straight, like you could reach nearly top speed, so that means that we can just like storm past people, or if not storm past people, we could definitely overtake them. So that's going to be a big advantage. And also, another thing is that these cops, we really need to escape them, because I know it's good for the heat level, but I really don't want to be getting cops on me. But we smash into a tree on the last corner, just showing the Jag's weakness and the understeerness. Oh, it's awful, and we completely bottle that race. So bad. I don't know. I really don't know how I've managed that.
Yo, what's up? I'm listening on the speaker.
Absolutely
Sounds like it's getting crazy out
awful.
there.
Hopefully, we don't do that again, because
Laying out spikes out
that would
there.
be
careful.
good. And
I keep hitting them,
also,
but they're still going.
another thing is that we are heat level 4, as you can clearly see. And we're going to take our little jump over here, which escapes them. And the heat level went up quite a lot. If you did see, you could rewind it if you want. The heat level went up quite a dramatic amount. And we're going to do this jump here, which makes our heat skyrocket up right to the top now. So that gives me a little idea. And what we're going to do is go do the jump again. Just going to do a little lap, and I'll show you the lap, which actually gets us to heat level 5. We do this speed trap, we're heat level 5. We are heat level 5, the maximum heat level in this game. But I just want to show you this little lap sort of circuit we do. So we do those 2 speed traps, and then we could do this speed trap to lose the police. And also, we're going to do this jump here for, again, more rep and an opportunity to lose the police. So we're going to do this for a bit, and we should be rep level 30, because we only need 7,500 rep for it. So we do that speed trap again, and we are rep level 30 now. So we're going to finish this little circuit and then just head on over to the garage, and we would have gotten rep level 30 from rep level 24, which is amazing. And this sort of night, what do you even call this? Night? Yeah, whatever. This sort of, I don't know the word for it. This session, okay, let's just call it a session. This session in the night has been really successful. But we get the cops on us. Of course we get the cops on us. As soon as we were going to head on to the garage, we get the bloody cops on us. These silly baboons never ever leave me alone. I've had the cops so many times this session. And now we've got these fast Corvettes on us. And we might even get a helicopter. We get a rhino. And we narrowly dodged that, thankfully. And we've got Corvettes on us, we've got helis on us now. This is just absolute craziness. As we head into the water, and somehow we do not get busted. We got really lucky. And hopefully we can lose these guys now, because we are coming up to our favourite little escape point, let's just say. And now, what we're going to do is, hopefully, after we do this jump, we won't get an invisible cop on us, because that would be quite nice. So, now we're going to go into the garage, and thankfully there is no invisible cop, and we go into the garage and bank this absolutely cracking night. We escaped heat level 5 cops, we jumped up 6 rep levels, we got over 200,000 rep. What a night that's been. That has really just skyrocketed us. That was amazing, I have to say. And we could actually pick up a McLaren F1 as well, which is pretty cool. As we've unlocked loads of cool cars. R8, that would be really nice. 570S, 570S Spider, 458, Huracan Performante. So not too bad. And we've also unlocked the turbos, the super turbos, and we'll get more engine swaps too. So that has been absolutely amazing. And if we're not going to have more nights like this, because I don't think we're going to do nights in terms of the story. But let me know if you guys want more episodes on maxing out our rep, getting the best cars, and parts, and I think I said cars twice, but cars, parts, all the fun stuff, crap load of money. And if you do want to see that kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so then you don't miss out. Now, what we're going to do is go to this Dex mission and complete the Dex mission, which will give us some cash, and it will let us unlock more Dex missions. So, we're going to do this one, testing.
Thanks for coming. Let's go right here.
So, we're just going to go to this little track now.
Trustworthy? Flattered. So how's the Rivera family? Complicated. Why don't you drop by and say hi? You and Lucas can catch up. I don't know.
Go on, Dex. Talk to him, mate.
I stuck with the showdown. He got sucked into that nighttime shit. So why are you always asking about him? He was my buddy, you know? And the best racer I ever met, outside his pops.
Fair enough.
Seems like a waste, him sitting and rusting in that garage. He's a good mechanic. Well, you help me test these tracks, and I'll give him a high-end suspension kit to fit in this whip of yours.
Ooh. That sounds nice. I would love that. I would really like that. Apologies, Dex. I think you've said that line before. There goes the paint job. But yeah.
Let's take a ride.
Okay. At least he's actually telling me where to go. I don't even want to speak. I actually don't want to speak. This is getting kind of embarrassing now. How this car is handling. I didn't even want to speak there. I just wanted to move on from that. I didn't even want to speak. But yeah, we need to cut that out because that is awful. Awful driving. But this is the track. And this is actually one of my favourite tracks because it has a ginormous straight and then just a couple corners. It's not even that long either, and it gives you loads of cash too, and it's called Oh My God. Yeah, that's my sort of impression on the race. And Dex will be like, oh my God, when he sees me absolutely blasting past the pack down this really, really big back straight. So, we're going to get into this, and hopefully, well, we will win. I think we definitely have the pace, and hopefully we could just do this race all nice and move on. So there's this little section here which is just full of corners, and
You've been working on that car, huh?
yes, I definitely have. And this is the little hairpin here which leads on to the big boy back straight. Now let's see how we do here. Let's see what kind of speeds we can get up to. I'm aiming for about 180. I reckon we could get close to 180. Maybe 190. I don't really know. Let's just see though. So yeah, literally 180 on the dot. I actually got it right the first time. But I skip ahead to the last lap. And the last time we're doing this little cornering bit. And the last time we go down the back straight too. Yeah, of course I can win it. I'm in the lead by, I mean, it's not even that big of a margin, surprisingly, but I am in the lead and it is the last corner. So if I do mess this up, then I think I should just liquidate everything, honestly. But thankfully, we do not mess it up. And 500 yards remaining, and we have won the Dex mission. Lovely stuff.
There's a reason I trusted you. Good job. Time to try you out on a tougher track.
That's fine by me, Mr. Dex. So 3.5 minutes, just under, and 37k. So it's a lot of cash for a fun little race like this, so I'm really happy with that. But this is gonna be the end of the episode, and I've really enjoyed it. So we're gonna beat the game next episode, and I do a little bit of donuts here just for some celebration. But until the next episode, bye.